I'm a travel content creator, and this year I'm Cebu. I'm a full-time traveler and digital nomad, and most people assume that just because I create content, this actually funds my lifestyle. I want to tell you here is that I like to be as transparent as possible, and I want to tell you that even though I've been creating content for about 3 years now, I'm a micro influencer. Not a big fan of that word, but this is actually the first year I've ever been able to properly monetize. And I want to walk you through all of the steps, everything I did, and most importantly, all of the mistakes I've made and all of the ways in which I've missed out on money-making opportunities. So according to the terminology, I'm a micro influencer. That means that I have anywhere between 10 and 50,000 followers. So I have around 12,000 followers on Instagram and 16,000 followers on TikTok and YouTube. I just started create content there recently, so I think I'm at around 300 subscribers. I've been pretty stagnant on both platforms over the last year. It's been incredibly difficult for me to grow. However, even though there has been no growth, this is but the first time I've ever been able to properly monetize as a social media content creator. I ran a poll recently on my Instagram to see what people thought about my monetization and if they thought that it was actually social media funding my travels. And surprisingly, even people that I know, people who are actually my friends, practically half of the people that answered the poll said that social media was funding most of it or part of it. And that's actually not true. Putting up the description here if you want to learn more about how I've been able to travel all around the world for the last 18 years. I want to talk about social media and this misconception that we have where if someone creates social media content, that automatically means that they're getting paid or funded, or most importantly, that they're getting all of these free stays in exchange for content. So I've been properly creating content for about 3 years now. I've been traveling for years, and I started creating content simply because I wanted to share the things that I was doing with my friends and family, and I had a public profile, and then little by little, more people started coming onto my profile, and I decided that I wanted to take a different approach because even among my friends and people that I know, people were constantly asking me, how was I able to fund all of this travel and how was I able to do it? So I started creating content specifically to help others. More importantly, to help my past self. How would I talk to my past self if I wanted to make sure that she could travel the world and see it all on her own, because that's what I've been doing. I'm also on a journey to go to every country in the world, in case you didn't know that. So that means that I am out there trying to make sure that I hit remote destinations, lesser known destinations. I was fortunate enough to be able to move to China when I was 17, and my group of friends was incredibly diverse there. And that means that I was exposed to people fighting all over the world. It was such an incredible, diverse international community, and that made me realize that we're all more alike than we think we are. And if I could somehow pass on that same sentiment to you, to people who are watching my videos, I could somehow make them feel that the world is actually safer and more welcoming than we believe it is. And as a solo female traveler, I can tell you that it definitely is. And so that's how I started creating content, basically. I have not been particularly consistent this year as of 2023 because I've been really busy traveling, and I could either travel full-time or create content. So I've been pretty much neglecting my content. But first, in order to understand how this whole social media world works, we need to talk about monetization. But if anything, what I want to do is I want to break down the different ways in which people can actually monetize as a content creator. And I want to talk about how I've personally failed this past year and what I could have done better. Number one, affiliate marketing. What is affiliate marketing? Affiliate marketing means that I recommend a product as a content creator, and if you like the product, you'll use a link that I'll be providing, and I'll be getting a commission out of every time you purchase that service or product. I personally, minimalist, I do not like to in any way be advertising things that I would not use. And so with affiliate marketing, you have to, it's sales at the end of the day. That's something that I'm not particularly comfortable with. So affiliate marketing is a way in which many content creators create passive income per se. You share a link, people book things through that link, and then you're able to make money out of it. So with affiliate marketing, you can either do it through your social media, or if you have a website, you can do it through your website as well. I want to talk about how I've basically failed this year with affiliate marketing. Many content creators do not have a website. And if you don't, you're completely missing out because none of these platforms are yours to keep. If any of your platforms were to be shut down, that's it. You would lose everything. You need to have something that is completely yours. So that's why I really, really recommend at some point to build a website. I'll be sharing the link here to the company that I actually use. I did not write enough blog posts. I did not create enough content around the platforms that I already have a million affiliate marketing set up with that I could have used. The next one is user-generated content, or also known as UGC. And something that a lot of people don't know is that UGC is a great way to make money as a content creator because it has nothing to do with your following. It has everything to do with your editing skills and how creative you are when it comes to making videos. So, for example, a company might hire me to make videos for them, and those videos will be posted directly on their platform, not on mine. They just want my creative and editing and video skills. And then you give away the rights to those videos and they can use them, whether it's for ads or on their websites, for pictures, anything that they want. So UGC is a great way to make money if you don't have a big following, and you can pitch to companies. I did make some money from UGC. I made $400 in total, where I was paid $100 per video, and I made 4 videos for this specific company. See, this company actually reached out to me. Had I reached out to other companies, then maybe I could have made a lot more money. The next one I want to talk about is hotel stays. You can actually pitch yourself to hotels. So at least 2 months before your trip, if you have very, very specific dates for a trip, you can start pitching to hotels, Airbnbs, boutique hotels, anything that you can find online where they have a social media presence. And you can say, hey, in exchange for free stay, 3-4 nights, you'll create content for them, whether that's videos, whether that's blog posts, articles, pictures, whatever kind of services you can offer. And the thing about hotels, I basically did not do any hotel stays this year, although I could have. With hotels, I'm very spontaneous when it comes to traveling, and I don't even know where I'm going to be 2-3 weeks from now, to be honest. So for me to be able to pitch to hotels is extremely difficult. I also work while I travel, and that means that I'm tired. If I'm going to be staying somewhere, me personally, I'd rather just stay. I could be traveling for free a lot more if I were to just pitch to hotels in exchange for content. Hotel stays usually, really, unless you're a really big creator, you will not be getting paid for those. But you will be getting free stays anywhere in the world in exchange for content. The next one, let's start with Instagram. Instagram does have a monetization process in place. I know a lot of content creators, and I think maybe know 1 or 2 people that have actually been able to monetize. For Instagram, I've never been able to. I've never made a cent, nothing, zero from Instagram, even though a lot of people believe that just because you're posting there, you're getting paid. And just recently, actually, I think last week, and I'm going to show you the screenshot here, I finally was able to be eligible for monetization. I don't know how that works. I don't know if it was location-based or that was last week. I haven't made a single cent. So let's move on to TikTok. So with TikTok, they changed it recently and it's a lot easier now. And I just started monetizing, I think last month, but I haven't made any money out of it. So with TikTok, you need to have at least 10,000 followers, 100,000 views within 1 month. But most importantly, you can only monetize from long form content, long form according to TikTok standards. So that means any videos that are at least a minute long. So I am able to monetize on TikTok, but I have not been able to make any money out of it yet. And then last but not least, YouTube. I am on YouTube. Please, if you want to come subscribe, I'll be sharing a lot more about how I'm able to fund this lifestyle and travel tips and stories from around the world. With YouTube, I'm at around 300 subscribers right now, and I haven't hit the monetization goal yet, which is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 viewing hours. The goal was to do it this year. I was not able to because I was not consistent enough, but I definitely will be hitting that goal next year. Once you hit that monetization goal, your income can definitely vary, and it also varies by location. So I have a friend who had 5 million views on one of his videos, but because his video was being shown in Pakistan, I think he only made, $100 from that video. While if that video would have been shown in the US, for example, he would have definitely made a lot more from it. So a lot of it comes down to location, because if someone is in Pakistan, the amount of money that a person in Pakistan is going to pay for an ad does not in any way compare to the amount of money that is being paid for that same ad. So that's monetization from the platforms themselves. The next one, and this is the one that most people are familiar with, is brand partnerships or collaboration. So with brand partnerships, it works in 3 different ways. You could just be getting the product in exchange for services. A lot of people start off this way. I get pitched at least once a week to advertise bathing suits and jewelry. You'll rarely find me in a bikini, and I don't want jewelry, so I don't believe that that really aligns with who I am, and I don't want to be selling stuff that, or even promoting stuff that I don't believe in. And so I usually just say no to most people because I'm very, very particular about who I like to work with, but that's entirely on me. I know content creators whose pages look like they're pitching different things and different products every single day. So it's entirely up to you, but I am in a privileged position to be saying no because I have other sources of income where I work online. So you could be getting the product for free. You could be getting the product and commission, affiliate marketing for advertising the product, or you could even be getting paid to advertise the product. So you make a video, whether video stories, post, blog article, whatever you want, YouTube video, depending on which platforms you work on, or which of your platforms are strong, and then you get paid for that. So for brand partnerships, I only had 2 this year, one of which contacted me directly, and I got paid $600 to make a 45-second video, which I thought was pretty cool. I could actually choose which video I wanted to make, and this is the video that I made, and the product was actually a travel platform for solo travelers. The payment process was absolutely horrible, and I had to chase after them for about 2 months. So even though they paid very generously, I would not work with them again. It was too much of a hassle. And the other one was a big travel brand, and I signed a 6-month contract with them where I got paid $2,400 in total for 6 months. So in total this year, I made $3,400 out of collaborations. And the previous year, I made $140, and the year before that I made absolutely nothing. So you can see here 1, 2, 3 years in which I've made 0, 3 digits, and now 4. Is it a lot? No. Does it cover in any way my travels? No. Basically just covers some expenses. I have a website, I have a virtual assistant, I have different expenses, and I travel full time. So do not expect that money in any way to be able to finance my travels, but it was a really nice side income that I made this year that I had never made before. If you think blogs are dead, they're not. This is by far the biggest mistake I made. You can actually make money from your blog, and this is all through ads. And when we think about blogs, we think that, for example, AI has taken over and people no longer read blogs. You don't think about it this way, but pages like Washington Post, Business Insider, they're blogs. They're basically pages that constantly publish articles. They're not categorized as blogs, but in a way they are blogs. So think about the potential. Think about all the things that you still read nowadays. And I actually have a website, and I did not use it properly. I was not out there publishing blogs. If you reach a certain amount of years, you can actually start properly monetizing from blogs. And I know people who have a full-time income from simply writing about travel. And basically, this is going to be my biggest focus in this upcoming year. How am I going to continue monetizing next year? There's too much competition. You need to approach companies, and a lot of the times you have to expect no. But whether it's through UGC or regular brand collaborations, my engagement has been extremely low. Like I said, I haven't really grown over the last year. So maybe UGC is going to be the way to go. I could start pitching to more hotels, but then that means that I would need to have a bit more of a set schedule. I could be putting ads on my website. That is something that I do not do at all, especially because it's my website, it's my platform, and I can write about whatever I want to instead of feeling limited by the algorithm and what these different platforms expect of me. I also want to focus more on YouTube and TikTok specifically. I feel like Instagram is dying. Instagram has not been very cooperative, and I'm really getting fed up with it. I'm not going to stop it in any way, but I will not be prioritizing it as of this year. Something that is really one of the upcoming trends for 2024 is long-form content or more storytelling, so videos that are at least a minute long, and I feel like TikTok is going to be a great platform for that. YouTube, I really want to develop my long-form storytelling, and that's why I'll be creating a lot more videos here. So please, like I said before, come subscribe. I would like to create more digital products and the upcoming future, affordable, whether it's PDFs, webinars, things that can be found directly on my website that people can purchase if they would like to learn a little bit more. I also do travel consultations, although those haven't really been very profitable. And last but not least, something that I really want to focus on is more PR. And this really helped, and not so much in terms of viewers or followers, but more establish some sort of expertise. So last year, I was actually featured on the Daily Mail and the Mirror in the UK, and my story about how traveling the world got picked up and translated to dozens of languages all around the world. It was all for one interview. And this year, what was great, I was not in any way expecting it. This year, I actually got featured on Billboard, on Times Square. I wasn't there to see it, but I thought that was pretty cool. But I think the biggest obstacle behind all of this is imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is real. And I believe that a lot of people become content creators because they just, travel the world for free, want the fame, or they believe that this is like an easy way out. I don't think it works that way at all. This is something you have to be really, really committed to. You will put in so much unpaid work, so much unpaid hours for this to happen. Like I said, 3 years. It's been 3 years, and just this year I finally started over. I absolutely love sharing content, sharing stories from around the world, and this is something that I'm really, really passionate about. And if I wasn't, then I don't think that'd be here today. So one of the biggest things I have to say for anybody out there that wants to start creating content or monetizing from their content is that you need to do this because you love it, not because you're actually expecting to get rich and famous one day, because it doesn't really work that way. And you have to put in a lot of effort. I don't know if this is going to be a full-time source of income for me in the upcoming year. I would like to give it a try. I have no idea how that's going to go, and do I see this as a long-term thing? I do not, because a lot of people talk about retirement and whatnot, but hey, I'm all about diversifying and experimenting, and I've had 25, 30 different jobs over the years, so this is just one of them. I genuinely don't mind, I'll make the most of it for however long it lasts. So that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this was useful to you, and again, I'm all about being open and transparent. Please see how 2024 goes. I'm excited. And I'm also excited to show you all the different places in the world that I'll be going to. So please subscribe, follow along, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.